been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Jones now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. Off play action. Jones. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Seven, our score after 1. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Trying to run it with Patterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Irv Smith Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll they'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Play action. It's Herbert. That'll be caught by Anderson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll go again with Patterson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Robbie Anderson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 30 on second down, Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go now.
Jones throwing on fourth down. And he finds McLaurin.
And he's going to pick up the Browns first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw. Jones.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They'll run out of. They find some open field here.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 68 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Vedvik.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Rams 26, Browns 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Again, Herbert. Touchdown!
Tommy Trimble
From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That is caught by Anderson. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That's caught right side by Anderson.
And the Rams are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Eckler will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Eckler again.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Throwing Jones. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Down, he'll drop to throw it. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it